Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss the question number 6 based on first PUC topic, that is how to calculate average speed and velocity. The very first thing what we should understand here is what is motion and types of motion. So when you consider the first thing, the very first thing, motion, it is nothing but the movement of a particle. That means when the particle position keep on changing, position changes, then we say that the body is in motion. And this motion is two types mainly: uniform motion, non-uniform motion. Uniform motion means velocity constant, implies acceleration is zero. Non-uniform, again two types, where velocity is not constant. So velocity not constant but acceleration is constant. And another condition is velocity as well as acceleration. Both are not constant. That is, acceleration constant means uniformly accelerated motion. Acceleration variable means non-uniformly accelerated motion. These are the types of motion. And then comes the definition of speed and velocity. So, speed and velocity. At one instant, at any one instant, the speed equal to magnitude of velocity. But the general formula of speed is distance by time, and velocity means displacement by time. But here mainly what we are going to study is average speed and average velocity. So first we need to understand what is the difference between instantaneous and average speed, or instantaneous and average velocity. So instantaneous means at one particular instant. That means the time interval will tend to zero. That we will find out from the differentiation. Average means between two instants, between 2 points, between two positions. That is called average velocity. That is total displacement by total time. Now similar way, average speed and instantaneous speed, where between two instant average, at one instant instantaneous. Now as we considered, the very first thing is, in case of uniform motion, what are the various cases to find average speed and velocity? That is the first thing mainly they used to ask. Like when a body is performing uniform motion, means constant velocity. So it can cover one particular distance with one speed, one uniform motion. The next another distance with another speed, another uniform motion. So successive intervals, successive distances covered with different velocities, as they mentioned, S1, S2, S3, covered with speeds V1, V2, V3, so on. Then the total time taken is, for first interval S1 by V1, and for the second one S2 by V2, for the third one, so on. So that this is the average speed, total distance by total time. And if the distance is divided into two equal parts, like this, like two equal parts, are forward and backward motion, two equal parts, or in perpendicular directions, two equal parts. In such cases, the average speed will become this way. S1 equal to S. If you substitute, you will get 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. But average velocity is not same, because here displacement is 2s. Here the displacement is 0. Here the displacement is, if this is x, then it is root 2x. So different values will come in different situations. Average velocity may be different, but in all these three cases, average speed is same. And another situation is like if they mention successive intervals of times covered with successive different speeds v1, v2, v3, then the average speed formula is this one. And here also same, if you consider the time intervals are equal, then this is the formula. Like between two instants, first for suppose t time it traveled with a speed v1, then next t time it traveled with a speed v2, means the average speed is v1 plus v2 by 2. Like that for n parts, it will become v1 plus v2 plus 1 vn by n. That is what the different cases they can ask based on uniform motion. And here comes one simple formula, uniformly accelerated motion, where acceleration remains constant. So when acceleration is constant and the particle started from a point with the initial velocity u and reached the final point with a velocity v within a time t with an acceleration a, then between any two instants, the average velocity means what is the formula actually? Displacement by time. So displacement is v square minus u square by 2a. By time means v minus u by a. So if you solve this, you will get v plus u by t. That is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So these are the cases. Apart from this, sometimes they will also ask the question based on like what we call it as, here I'll explain you. See, they will give the question in this manner. They will give displacement in terms of time. Then you have to find the position x at x equal to 0. Initially, what is the position? Now, at t equal to 0. At t equal to something t1, you have to find the position x2 where velocity becomes 0. And then you have to find the t equal to t2, x equal to x3 where given time. So if you find these three positions, what is the meaning is, it is the initial position, then it went to another position x2, their velocity became 0, means it starts coming back. And finally it ended at another position. Then this is total distance, but this is only displacement. So that way they can ask questions based on the displacement equation in terms of time. Let's see example based on all these things. Like the very first thing, see, to find average distance, average speed or average velocity, you need to know the little geometry like Pythagoras theorem or another things, square, diagonal, all those things. Also, sometimes you may have to apply the cube also. So that if you apply little simple mathematics, then you can find distance and displacement, using which you can find average speed and average velocity, because average speed is distance by time, average velocity is displacement by time. Now here an aeroplane flies 400 meter north and 400 meter north. It went 400 meter north. Okay. Then 300 meter south. Then it should be then 300 meters south. Then 1200 meters upwards. See, actually, I think the question given little wrong. This must be like east. So 400 meter north, then 300 meter east, and then upward. It went up. See, like this, and then up. So that this will become 500. Apply Pythagoras theorem. Now, this if you take it, this one. Now where, see the diagonal we have to find, and this height is how much? 1200 meters, and this base is 500 meters. Now this is initial position, this is final position. This will become again Pythagoras theorem. If you apply, this will become 1300 meters. So that's why I'm telling you should know the little geometry or mathematics. Then only you can solve the questions related to this one. But here you need to imagine properly, or else you can solve these questions if you know very well with vectors. Like first it went north. So generally when you consider directions like east, west, north, south, this is I cap, this is minus I cap. This is j cap, this is minus j cap. First north means that is 400 j cap. Then east means that is 300 I cap. Then up means that is perpendicular to both of these, that is z direction, that is 1200 k cap. So that the total displacement is 400 j cap plus 300 I cap plus 1200 k cap. Then S bar magnitude means under root I coefficient square plus j coefficient square plus k coefficient square. If you substitute all the values, then again you will get same 1300 meter. So like this also you can solve if you have the better idea on vectors. Now let's see the second question. Abdul, while driving to school, computes the average speed for his trip to be 20. On his return trip along the same route, there is less traffic and the average speed is 40 km per hour. What is the average speed for Abdul's trip? Now, see, he went first with one average speed v1. We don't know. Let's take the distances. Now, while return, his speed is 40 km per hour. While coming back, his speed is v2. Now, the displacement is 0, net displacement. So, average velocity will become 0. But they are asking average speed. So, whenever the body covers equal distances along same straight line or same distances forward and backward or same distances in perpendicular directions, what is the formula we have taken? 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2, where v1 is 20, v2 is 40. So that 2 into 20 into 40 by 20 plus 40, then you can get the answer. So if you remember all those definitions and formulas, whatever I have explained, then after reading the question, easily you can realize what situation it might be. Now here, Joseph jogs from one end A to other end B of a straight 300-meter road in 2 minutes 50 seconds and then turns around and jogs 10 meters back to point C. See, Joseph jogs from one end A to other end B, from end A to B, and the distance is 300 meters and in a time of 2 minutes 50 seconds. So 2 minutes means 120 seconds. 120 plus 50, 170 seconds totally. Now turns around and jogs 100 meters back. Now he came 100 meters back and reached the point C in another time 1 minute, that is nothing but 60 seconds. Now what are Joseph's average speeds and velocity in jogging from A to B? Now average speed means total distance. So average speed when you want to calculate, total distance means this is 300, this is 100, that is 400 by 170 plus 60, that is 230. But if you want to find average velocity means only this is the displacement. The displacement is 300 minus 100, that is 200 by time is same 230. So this way you have to understand from where to where they are moving. And first you should calculate what is distance and displacement. Then you can calculate this average speed and velocity easily, only by dividing time. Distance by time is speed, displacement by time is velocity. Now, see, as I said, sometimes they will give the displacement in terms of time. So here the question is given like that. So if you take the question, see, here the displacement equation is given x equal to 3t minus 4t square plus t cube. I said first at t equal to 0, you find the first position x1. So if you substitute, it will become 0. Now, they are asking first position at 2 seconds and 4 seconds. Now at t equal to 2 seconds, x, let's take x2. That is 3 into 2 minus 4 into 2 square plus 2 cube. So 6 minus 16 minus 10 plus 8. So minus 2. Now at t equal to 4 seconds, what is the position? Let's find out. 3 into 4 minus 4 into 4 square plus 4 cube. If you take 4 common, here 3 minus 16 plus 16. So that these two cancel. How much it will come? 12. Now what is its average velocity from the time interval 2 to 4 seconds they are telling. See, initially it is at x equal to 0. Now if you consider the x-axis, see, let's take this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So this is 0. Now this is negative x-axis. Now first it is at 0, then it went to minus 2. It went to minus 2. Then it went to plus 12. So here it is at t equal to 0. Here it is at t equal to 2. Here it is at t equal to 4. So t equal to 2 to 4 means it covered 2 plus 12. So 2 plus 12, total how much distance it covered? 14 meters. So that what is the displacement 14 meter and in a time of 2 seconds. So that what is the average velocity will become? So average velocity means 14 by 2, how much? 7 meter per second. So this way you need to calculate the average velocity or average speed in case of a motion whose displacement equation given in terms of time. Now one last and final question. A car has to cover the distance 60 km. Half the total time is travels with speed and rest half time. So when you consider half time principle, it is like V1 plus V2 by 2. Already I said where V1 is 80, V2 is 40. So 80 plus 40 by 2, how much? 60 km per hour. So this way sometimes they will get you will get the question directly like formula based whatever we have studied, or sometimes you have to apply the rules and sometimes you have to apply the geometry, little mathematics, so depending on the question. So similar questions I have given here as an assignment. Please try to do it so that you will understand how to solve the questions. So thank you all of you. We'll meet with the next question. Thank you.